Hello friends, welcome to the channel. So today we are going to discuss something very interesting, which is should you who is just starting to make money spend all of it or save a little bit of it? How should you proceed with it and what should be the thought process? So I am going to share my thought process because I have been through this journey. So it will be, you will be able to relate with me. I'm sure you'll be able to relate with me because I have also had some tough conditions, some easy conditions, right? So I'll talk about my journey and also share why it becomes important for you to become responsible and also save money. So once you turn up earning, once you start earning, one thing to note is, do not depend on your parents for your day-to-day expenses. Even if you're living with them, that's completely okay. Let them pay for your, let them pay for the household expenses. That's completely okay. But then your personal expenses, right? It could be your entertainment expenses, could be your clothing expenses, could be your healthcare expenses, or could be, you buying gadgets and, motorbikes and cars. Do not take money from them. Start, supporting yourself. That is one thing. Secondly, it becomes important. Why I think, I think personally, I think that you should be saving money. This is for purely for behavioral reasons. Okay, I'm sure you will earn 10x money after 10 years or 15 years, right? Say you're earning, you start your salary you start with a salary of 3 lakh rupees per year. After 10-15 years, you will definitely be earning 30 lakh rupees per year. But that's not the point. The whole point of saving money is that, creating habit, right? The habit of saving money, because if you don't start from day one, it becomes very difficult to create new habits later in life, right? Because say for example, you are 22 years old today and you started earning money. You're earning 3 lakh rupees per year and you're spending all of it. So you graduate, you're 25 years old today, you are earning 7-8 lakh rupees. You will spend all of it. At the age of 30, earning 15 lakh rupees, you will spend all of it. Why will you spend all of it? Because you are in the habit of spending, right? Because from day one, you have had this habit and you have trained your mind in a way wherein whatever money comes in, you spend it. You will probably use credit cards and, spend in advance. Okay, so it is all about habits. I am not asking you to save a lot of money, okay, because you will not be earning a lot of money and you will have a decent amount of expenses. So the whole concept here is to understand that focus on savings rate, okay. So you can start with a very low savings rate, doesn't matter, because whatever savings rate you start with, it will help you, it will help you create a habit. What is savings rate? Basically savings rate is nothing but how much money you are saving versus how much money you have earned in a month. So if you are saving 5 rupees and earning 100 rupees, your savings rate is 5%. So why don't you calculate and comment and tell me what is your savings rate? Okay, if you are having challenges in understanding what is savings rate, comment and ask me, I will tell you. Okay, so ideally, when you're starting earning, I would recommend to have a savings rate of bare minimum 5%, and this will not include the provident fund contributions that your employer is making. Okay, forget about that. So just start with savings rate of 5%. If you can do it higher, good for you. When I started, I'll tell you about my journey also, but when I started, my savings rate was way more than 50%. Okay, that's why I have almost reached the financial freedom position today. So this is more important. Okay, start with a small savings rate. Doesn't matter if you don't have any. Say for example, you are living with your parents, you will not have much expenses, right? So then you can have a higher savings rate also. Use that. But apart from savings rate, make sure that you are covering all the risks that are applicable to you. If your parents are dependent on you, if anybody in your family is dependent on you, make sure that you have a term insurance. Okay, do not forget to watch the associated videos. I am sharing all the links here. Then if you yeah, health insurance is something that you should buy whenever you get employed, whenever you start your working. Do not depend on the employer's health insurance. Please, 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 this is very, very important. Get a separate health insurance for yourself. Okay, if you want more clarity on health insurance, I'm sharing the link of my other video. Do watch it. So now why, how does this help? How does the habit of saving money help? The habit of saving money helps. So let me tell you my journey, how what happened with me. My father passed away in 2012, right? So when he passed away, we had some rental income that was supporting the family. So, but there were no liquid corpus, wherein I could, not have to worry about not making money tomorrow, or ensuring that how will I be able to support my own family, or also spend money on discretionary expenses, right? If I want to travel, or if I want to buy a car, if I want to buy a phone, right? Or if I want to be financially free on my own, independence, right? I have my parents house, and my parents income is supporting the household expenses, but as an individual I have to make sure that I have my own stuff as well, right? Because someday I will have my own family as well. So with that thought in mind, I started saving aggressively. So the good thing with me was I qualified chartered accountancy at the same time. I wrote my exams after he passed away, and I qualified with an all India rank. That luck played a very big role here. And then I started saving aggressively, and thankfully with God's grace my income was also increasing by 30, 40, 50% every year for the next 5 to 7 years, which helped me save a lot of money and almost reach financial freedom. So now what you should do, you should do two things. Okay, don't worry about where to invest and how much returns to generate. We will talk about where to invest also in a while, but returns are secondary. All you need to do is focus on your own work. Focus on your own work and make sure that you are increasing your income, because if you upskill yourself, if you start learning on the job and be very good at your job, you will upskill yourself, and you will increase your income. And with savings rate, right? Do not save an absolute number. Don't say that I will start saving 5,000 rupees and increase it by 1,000 rupees every year. That is not going to work. Always think in percentages. So I will start saving 5% and I will increase this by every year 2%, 2.5%, 3%, depending on your capacity, right? There is no set rule here. So where to invest, right? This is also something that people debate a lot, especially in younger ages. But to be very honest, it doesn't matter. Okay, ideally what I would suggest is invest in a place where you don't have to pay taxes. That's it. But outside of that, if you put it in fixed deposit, if you put it in a debt mutual fund, if you put it in equity mutual fund, in the early years it does not matter much. In the early years, what matters is how much money you accumulate. So are you able to reach that goal of 50 lakhs or in 1 crore rupees early or not? After that, you can start thinking about how to allocate my money smartly, maybe get a financial advisor on board, right? If you can afford, you can start with financial advisor from day one. So that is also a possibility. But then the only thing is, if you keep your money in fixed deposit and you're in 30% tax bracket, right? What's going to happen is you will start paying taxes on that also, and your post-tax returns are going to be low. So the best way to do it would be, if you want to invest in have some money as an emergency fund. It can be in your bank account fixed deposit, or in a debt mutual fund, in short term debt mutual fund. But outside of that, you can say that you can either invest in a debt mutual fund, or you can invest in equity mutual funds. You can pick, if you want to pick an actively managed fund, you can pick flexi cap funds. If you want to pick an index fund, you can pick the Nifty 50 index fund, right? And just start pumping in money in those places, and focus on your job, and start increasing your income. Or if you focus on your income, trust me folks, you will be financially free in 10 to 15 years. Take my word. So the whole idea with for youngsters to save money is to build the habit, because habits, Rome was not built in a day. You remember this quote, right? Rome was not built in a day. So habits take a lot of time. Trust me, if you try waking up and going out for a run at 4:30 a.m. for the next 1 month, and you will realize how difficult it is to build a habit, right? So that's why habits are more important. So this is the only reason you should save money. Otherwise, there is no reason that you should be saving a lot of money in the early years, because your income is very low and your net amount that you save in a year is low. But to build this habit, and to make sure that compounding gives you the advantage 10, 15, 20 years later, wherein you are still in the habit of saving 30% of your income. Because think about it, if you are in the once you start earning 50 lakh rupees in a year, and your saving say 40%, your savings rate is 40%, you will still have 30 lakh rupees to spend in a year, right? So that is the advantage of making more money, because you will have more money to spend also. So that's why focus on savings rate, and keep working. Let me know what you think. How has been your journey? If you have had such challenges, how are you treating your savings, and how are you dealing with your savings? Let me know. We'll discuss in the comment section.